for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Giants. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. The give is to Elliott. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Burris. A dump off to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. Burris. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Off play action. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. Second and 6.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. 20, 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll go with the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Handoff to Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Jones.
The throw for Toney is intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he works free. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Elliott. Able to slither by. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. He's going to try and take off with it.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory. But that gets through, and now an opening. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Jones. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Off-play action. Burris. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Burris. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Burris. They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Looking to throw. Burris. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys would extend their lead here just before halftime. His first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Looking to throw. Jones throws to the sideline here, complete to Judy. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
17. Giants 14. Tucker McCann set to the ball.
McCann's got it teed up. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Burris. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Burris. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Burris. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down. Well, these two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 73 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Burris. And this throw incomplete.
And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Burris. And he's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. One quarter remains here in Week 16.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a play fake here on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the Cowboys are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Not much there, only a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Back to throw. Burris. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Jones.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
McCann's got it teed up. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This is Elliott. They find some open field here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there out of the running game. That last last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this, folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball. 0-0, Mike Green. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Come on now. Let's go.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
To throw is Jones.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys.
And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Dallas, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia.